Hello again. This video will cover parallelism. Parallelism is an important topic from the writing section on the SAT. Basically what we mean by parallelism is consistency. This may sound vague, but the elements within a sentence need to match and be consistent with the other elements in the sentence. For instance, verb tense, noun number, and pronoun case all need to agree with each other throughout the sentence. I don't want to sound like a Zen master here, but these are two major topics that you want to keep in mind. Seek balance. Sentences should be balanced and repetitive in their phrasing and structure. Also, make stuff match. I know that sounds pretty vague, but basically you want to make sure that the beginning of the sentence sounds like the end of the sentence. Or if you have a list of actions, all of the actions need to be in the same verb tense and match each other. Let's go on to a couple examples here. Look at this one. The tornado ripped through the central part of town, toppling small buildings, uprooting trees, and power lines were snapped. Well, here we have three actions that happen in this list. Toppling small buildings, uprooting trees, and power lines were snapped. You might have already heard the problem, but the third element doesn't sound like the other two. We need to choose answer choice C, snapping power lines, because if we do that, all the verbs end with ing and they match each other, and we've accomplished our goal of creating a parallel sentence. Let's have a look at another example. Newscasters should present an objective view of current events, but with their goal to inspire dialogue and unnerve ideologues. Here we have two verbs, present an objective view and with their goal to inspire, and they don't sound anything like each other. We need to change the second element to match the first one. Applying our technique of getting rid of ing verbs, we can get rid of answers C, D, and E, and we're left with answer B, the one that is the most parallel with the beginning of the sentence. Listen to it with answer B, and I think you'll agree with me that it sounds better. Newscasters should present an objective view of current events, but should also inspire dialogue and unnerve ideologues. Sounds better to me. Here's another type of parallelism. Some questions won't have lists, but we need to make sure that the end of the sentence matches the beginning of the sentence and vice versa. For example, look at this sentence. Working with computers is sometimes easier for young people than older people. It actually sounds pretty good, but the problem is that the beginning of the sentence and the end of the sentence don't match each other as far as their phrase structure goes. Look at the correct example. Working with computers is sometimes easier for young people than for older people. You might think that that second for is unnecessary or repetitive, but it's actually needed to make the sentence balanced and parallel. One more example here for you. The opposing views expressed were that the building should be raised, and on the other hand, to keep it as a monument. The reason this sentence is not parallel is that we've got the building should be raised and to keep it. We want those to sound much more like each other. In order to do so, let's get rid of some bad answers here. I don't like answer E because we've got some ing verbs that sound pretty bad. Same thing with answer D. If you'll notice, in answer D and E, we also have an ambiguous pronoun, which we discussed back in the pronoun video. We don't know who they are or them. That leaves us with answers B and C, and the right answer is C. It might sound a little wordy and it might sound a little bit repetitive, but we like that repetitive rhythmic phrase structure. Let's listen to it with answer C. The opposing views expressed were that the building should be raised and that it should be kept. Notice that we repeat a bunch of words here, and therefore the beginning of this comparison sounds almost exactly like the end of this comparison. Okay, thanks for listening to my video or watching my video on parallelism. Check out some more videos down the road, and I'll talk to you soon.